Namaskar. Welcome to Wide Angle with Ashok Vyas, and today I am very happy to be welcoming two friends personally as well as friends of Indian American community, and both have served interestingly as president for Federation of Indian Association. Both of them, what they are, let me bring more information about them. But before that, let me have the pleasure of welcoming Alok Kumarji and Srujal Parikh ji both. I clap.
नमस्कार
नमस्कार.
नमस्कार अशोक जी
नमस्ते नमस्ते. तो ये जो मैं तालियां बजा रहा था वो जो ताज़ा एक वेल डिज़र्व्ड रिकग्निशन आप दोनों को मिला है एनआरआई डे पर गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया इंडियन कॉन्सुलेट में आपका जो सम्मान हुआ, कुछ देर में हम उसकी तस्वीर भी हमारे दर्शकों तक पहुंचाएंगे. सो वील हैव द इमेज वेयर Srujal ji is receiving the award, Alok Kumar ji is receiving the award. Both of you have served FIA as president. I would begin. So here we have Alok Kumar ji and the backdrop of Indian flag oriented, and here is Srujal ji. So beautiful. Srujal ji, talk to me about how it made you feel to be recognized on especially NRI Day.
अशोक जी first of all namaskar and thank you for having us in your show. It was a great honor and privilege to receive that Pravasi Bharatiya recognition from Government of India, the Consul General of India, New York. It feels like your hard work paid off. I've been working with consulate for quite a few years with a number of issues, and I do that with my real passion. Community work, community issues. So it was a really great pleasure, and I'd like to thank my team at FIA, the chairman Ankur Vaidya, the president Anil Bansal, and the entire team of executive committee and board of trustees who had supported me throughout my journey in FIA. I've been with FIA for more than 12 years, and they always encouraged me and supported me to do the community service. So this is a great feeling to be part of this 10 or 11 honoree at the day of Pravasi Bharati Divas, and I'm really thrilled.
Wonderful. And Srujal ji, I think you served FIA as president prior to Alok Kumar ji. And Alok ji being at the podium with your predecessor who served as president, how was the feeling overall getting this award on NRI Day?
So, Sukji, I tell you the story of how the Alok and I got together. There was a Dasera festival, and Alok has reached out to me and he says, Srujal, I want to join FIA and I want to serve the community. And he had the dedication, and I saw that dedication in him. And he worked hand to hand throughout my presidency, before even my presidency, and his presidency as well. So he had a passion, and it was a really great feeling that my fraternity brother is getting the award same time I'm getting. It was a really great feeling.
Wonderful. So that's from your side. And now, same question to you, Alok ji.
So, Ashokji, thank you so much, first of all, for inviting me and my fraternity brother, Srujal, who is a brother, as a guide. We work together under his guidance. We have achieved many things. And this award is not just for us, it is for all the FIA members, committee members, organizations members, those who are serving the community, giving their whole time, family time, hard work, the way they support every single cause for the community. And when you do all this, and the government of India, Consulate General of India, New York, recognize you, you feel amazing. You feel it, oh, there is someone who is watching you. You should do the good work. There will be some recognition will come towards you. And then, it's for committee also that they got more inspired. They will see that, oh, these younger kids came to this country and achieved this much. Let's make our new generation to do for Mother India. And that way, it looks like I feel it very proud to myself like I feel from the community we belong, and that's amazing. And second thing, it became like more wonderful for you, and you feel it extraordinary when your colleague, your friend, your guide, he's also getting the award with you, and above all, the organization like in which you are serving, the Federation of Indian Association, awarded by the government of India as well. So that makes amazing feeling for all of us, and it is all possible because of all our elders, our current chairman, Ankur Vaidya, President Anil Bansal, and all the executive team, and everyone, all the trustees, they have always guided us. So that's how it is. So
Wonderful.
feeling is great, sir.
So now from celebration to introspection. Introspection in terms of what is it that draws you towards an organization like FIA. So Srujalji, I remember when you just took over as president of this great federation, we talked about your journey, but let us revisit the spirit to serve, the idea of selflessly working for the community that I believe originated in you right in India with your parents.
अशोक जी आपने बहुत सही पकड़ा. I salute your memory. It was like 2 years ago we sat together and you took my interview. It's true. My parents were very much involved in community service back in Baroda, Gujarat. And when I was growing up through Lions Club of Vishwamitri, Baroda. And I was watching them working selflessly, going to the small town, working with the kids, working with the poor people. They were helping the school to rebuild, giving all the kind of facility to that school. That was a great learning curve for me to get into community service. So when I came to US, as you all know, that every immigrant who comes, the first 5 to 6 years, it's just to keep you alive and make the food on the table. So after 5-6 years of my first years in United States, then I started, this is not something I want to do. I just don't want to make money in my life. And that's how I said, I need to start for somewhere. And I reached out to a few people for voluntary work, and I got into voluntary work. I remember started with the Sira Festival, Mangal Gupta, who gave me the opportunity to work with them. And then eventually I joined FIA. And then after, it was nonstop. And like Alok said, it's a lot of family time you need to give up. But if anybody complains, a lot of people ask me this question, how do you find this much time? And I give them very simple answer. It's not you find the time, time should find you. And it is never tough to find the time to do community service. It's a great feeling. I feel very satisfied every time I can help someone to resolve their issues and stuff. So money cannot buy those satisfaction.
Absolutely. और ऐसे कहते हैं कि अगर आपको कोई काम सचमुच करवाना है तो ऐसे आदमी को दो जो बहुत बिजी है, क्योंकि जिनके पास बहुत टाइम होता है वो करते नहीं है. अक्सर ऐसा हो जाता है. और पुरानी पिक्चरों का डायलॉग था कि कार में आने वाले लोग अक्सर देर से आते हैं. बहरहाल भारत की तरफ चलते हैं आपके साथ आलोक कुमार जी. एंड योर इनिशियल डेज वेयर यू वर सॉर्ट ऑफ फिगरिंग आउट कि लाइफ में इम्पोर्टेंट क्या है, और आप आईटी दिल्ली में पढ़ रहे थे, दरभंगा से आप उस ज़िले से आप आते हैं, तो वो वाले जो दिन थे जब हम में से ज़्यादातर लोग ऐसा सोचते हैं कि कैरियर इज़ द थिंग. तो इसके अलावा की चीज़ों की तरफ से बाकी के लोग भी कह रहे होते हैं कोई टाइम वेस्ट मत कर, या तो पढ़ाई कर वगैरह वगैरह. आपका क्या एक्सपीरियंस रहा दिल्ली में, दरभंगा में, उस तरफ?
तो अशोक जी, ये जो सोशल सर्विस करने का जब भी मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मोस्टली आपको कब आता है कि आपकी जिस एनवायरनमेंट में आपकी परवरिश होती है उसका बहुत इम्पैक्ट होता है. तो आई एम वेरी थैंकफुल टू माय फादर कि जिनका मैंने हर पल देखता था कि कहीं न कहीं सामाजिक सेवा करते रहते, मेरे ब्रदर को देखता था। And at the same time, I have seen my brother-in-law who was in army, an army officer, and वो सर्व कर रहे थे, तो मुझे ऐसा लगा कि like my Jiaji, he is serving as an army officer and giving his everything to the mother India. हम क्या कर सकते हैं? तो हम वो सर्व करने की जो भावना है वो लेके करते चले गए, and that's what inspired me to do all the social work. And I remember, like, since my high school days, I was involved in doing all the social causes.
Very, very good. So today in Wide Angle with Ashok Vyas, we have not one but two presidents. Yes, past president of Federation of Indian Associations, and both of them were recognized on NRI Day for their contribution. And this year, FIA also got NRI award, Pravasi Bharatiya Divas award from Government of India. While we are talking to both of you, now something very interesting for each one of us is, जब हम initially आते हैं तो कुछ सपने भी होते हैं, थोड़ी अनसर्टेनिटी भी होती है, वी आर ट्राइंग टू सेटल डाउन. तो वो जो फेज था जिसके बारे में सृजल आप बता रहे थे कि 5-6 साल तक सारा फोकस ये था कि कैसे सरवाइव करेंगे यहाँ पे, तब उस संघर्ष के दिनों में भी आदमी कुछ सीखता है अपने आसपास के वातावरण से कि कैसे समाज में लोग एक दूसरे की मदद कर रहे हैं या नहीं कर रहे हैं. तो आपका इनिशियल क्या इम्प्रेशन रहा? एक कोहेसिवनेस इंडियन कम्युनिटी में दिखाई दी यहाँ पे, इंडियन अमेरिकन कम्युनिटी में?
अशोक जी, जब मैं आया था beginning of 90s, you know, there were very few Indians living in tri-state. I was living in New York, and आप नहीं मानेंगे, I wanted to go to Jackson Heights every weekend to just Indian people around me, you know, and पहले 5 साल, first 5 years of my US journey, every other day I was thinking that if I have certain amount of money, I will go back to India permanently. So it was not great. I was still missing my motherland, and though I have my family with me, but I was missing India. And at that point of time, you know, I have not seen how people help each other. Only thing I have seen at a Red Cross in New York and helping the poor people and stuff. And I was thinking, you know, someday I want to join them. I just want to work with them. But there was an incident. I had an opportunity, I would say. I joined New York Police Department Auxiliary Services. So joining auxiliary police gave me some kind of intuition that this is something you do volunteer work, and you pay back the country you are, you make your all the money, you make your future. So you have some kind of responsibility giving back. So as an Indian, we have a double responsibility. We want to give back to motherland where we born and we grow up, and then the United States of America where we made our future. Absolutely. So that was completely changed the arithmetic of joining the community service.
Yeah. So I want to ask you one more question. जैसे आपने कहा कि वो आप हर वीकेंड जैक्सन हाइट्स जाना चाहते थे और आपके मन में होता था कि इंडिया वापस चले जाएं, तो जब इंडिया आपको खींचता है यहाँ आने के बाद में, तो आप कोशिश करें कि वो ऐसी क्या बात है इंडिया की जिसके कारण ऐसा लगता है कि आई बिलोंग देयर एंड somehow either I have to recreate that Indian touch around me wherever I am. तो वो आप उसको कैसे डिफाइन करें? The reason I am asking you is इससे हमें पता लगता है कि हम कल्चरली क्या क्या ऐसा करें और कर भी रहे हैं वैसे. So just getting into your memory lane in terms of India means क्या चीज़ थी जो मिस कर रहे थे?
So Ashok ji, as we all know, India has a rich heritage and rich culture and the vibrant different festivity. So all those things which completely taking you back to the memory land and taking back to your motherland. So you're absolutely right. Those are the things we recreated here. So like I said, when I joined the Dasara festival, so there was one of the festival we always miss. Then Navratri, then Diwali, and top of that, Federation of Indian Association, biggest, largest India Day parade. So those environment, now keep me to United States. No, I created India. Right, we created India right here.
Very
So,
nice.
but still, I want to go back to India at some point in time.
Actually, when you say that, I'm reminded of many film songs starting from चिट्ठी आई है.
अब लौट चले.
हाँ, तो लौटने की बात को लेते हुए आगे बढ़ने की बात तक जाते हैं आलोक जी आपके साथ. तो आगे बढ़ते हुए जब आप अमेरिका आए तो इफ़ यू डोंट माइंड माई आस्किंग, तो आप अमेरिका आते वक्त क्या सोच रहे थे? बिकॉज आईटी का क्या फील्ड वहाँ पर भी ग्रोइंग था, मुझे लगता है जब आप आए होंगे, प्रॉमिसिंग तो था ही.
तो देखा जाए तो जो 2006 में इंडिया में और खास करके जिस टेक्नोलॉजी में हम काम करते थे तो अच्छा था, सब बहुत बढ़िया था. लेकिन अमेरिका एक जस्ट ऐसा था कि वो अमेरिका जाना है, आईटी वर्ल्ड वहीं पे है, कोई नया टेक्नोलॉजी नई चीजें वहीं पे होती है. तो चलो देखते हैं कैसा क्या है. बट जैसे सृजल भाई ने बताया कि लाइक यू मिस योर मदर लैंड एंड रियली लाइक आई मिस सो मच कि लगता था कि यार चलो वापस चलते हैं. बट अगेन यू गेट योर फ्रेंड्स सच अ फ्रॉम योर लाइक द डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ रिलेशनशिप, और फिर आप अटक जाते हैं और सोचते हैं कि अब जाएंगे तब जाएंगे अब जाएंगे तब जाएंगे, और फिर आप जाते कभी नहीं है, खाली बोलते हैं. और सबसे जो मेजर, हाँ नहीं कोई भी नहीं जाता है, वो लाइक लाखों में कोई एक चला जाता है. हाँ, मदर इंडिया को मिस सब करता है, हर कोई मिस करता है. हम लोगों को भी मिस होता है कि वहाँ पे मैरिज जो अटेंड करने का एक अलग टाइप का अंदाज है, स्ट्रीट फूड खाने का अलग टाइप का अंदाज है, और जो एक मतलब जो आबो हवा जो वहाँ की है वो एक अलग है, उसको मिस करते हैं. भले यहाँ पे हम लोगों ने दिवाली होली सब सेलिब्रेशन शुरू कर दिए. पॉपुलेशन यहाँ इंडियन अमेरिकन की इतनी हो गई कि हर एक कोई भी फेस्टिवल अब आज के दिन में तो मिस नहीं करता, कहीं ना कहीं सेलिब्रेशन होता ही होता है. सो वो चीज है बस.
तो आलोक जी, एक तो क्या है, जब आप इस तरह स्क्रीन पर हमारे साथ जुड़ रहे हैं तो आप अपने फ़ोन में देखते हैं तो हमें लगता है कि आप हमें देख रहे हैं. तो आप ऐसा करते रहें कि अपने फ़ोन को प्रेम से देखते रहें. बाकी आप कार में बैठे हुए बात कर रहे हैं, अभी तो खिड़की से बाहर भी कुछ अच्छे दृश्य होंगे, उससे मैं इनकार नहीं करता हूँ. लेकिन तो सवाल आपसे दूसरा सवाल ये था आलोक जी कि जब आप अमेरिका आने के बाद में ये देखते हैं कि यहाँ मैं थोड़ा सेटल हो गया, इसका मतलब या तो अपना बिजनेस चल पड़ा या आपने ठीक ठाक पैसा कमा लिया, तो उसके साथ साथ सृजल जी और आलोक जी, हम में से कुछ लोगों में एक थोड़ा सा, इफ़ आई डोंट से ईगो, लेकिन एक अपना एक आ जाता है कि भाई आई एम सेट. तो उसके बीच में से आलोक जी, आपके मन में ये विनम्रता रही कि आपने, जैसे सृजुल जी बता रहे थे, आपने उनको जाके दशहरा मेले में कहा कि भाई मुझे FIA में एक्टिवली वॉलंटियर करना है. तो ये वाला जो मोमेंट रहा होगा ना, और ये जो फीलिंग होती है ना जब आदमी लगता है कि यार मैं तो कुछ हूँ या मैं बहुत कुछ हूँ, उसके बारे में थोड़ा बताएं. आपका क्या परसेप्शन है इस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से आलोक जी?
सर मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि लाइफ में हम्बलनेस सबसे ज्यादा जरूरी है. वेदर लाइक आपके पास $1 बिलियन आ जाता है, कितना कुछ आ जाता है, और उस चीज को यदि किसी ने अभी यदि फील नहीं किया होगा, लर्न नहीं किया होगा, स्पेशली इन द कोविड टाइम, तो जिंदगी में कभी लर्न नहीं कर सकता. सो इवन समबडी इज अ बिलियनर, कोविड ने उसको देखा नहीं कि वो बिलियनर है, उसको छोड़ दिया. सो हम्बलनेस इज द की थिंग्स, एंड दैट अगेन आई कैन टेल यू, आपके इन्वायरमेंट, आपके दोस्त, आपके पेरेंट्स, आप जिस वातावरण में रहते हैं वहां से लर्निंग कर्व होता है. हाँ, आपके आस पड़ोस के लोग को यदि आपको देखे कोई नया कार लेता है, लाइक ही विल शो ऑफ द थिंग्स, और उसका ईगो, कोई गरीब आदमी कोई भीख मांग रहा है उसके तरफ अलग टाइप से, मतलब जो सिंपैथी वे नहीं करके डिफरेंट वे से जो अप्रोच करता है, तो आपको दिख जाता है कि वो अच्छा, इसको अच्छा पैसा वाला हो गया है, ईगो में अपना धत है, उसके पास जमीन मतलब जो भी है, बहुत सारे प्रॉपर्टीज हो गए हैं. बट एंड ऑफ द डे लाइक व्हेन ही विल गो फ्रॉम दिस वर्ल्ड, तो जो आया उसको जाना ही है. सो कल को आपको कितना लोग याद करते हैं, दैट मेक्स लॉट्स ऑफ सेंस. कि आप ऐसा कुछ करके जाए, कुछ ऐसा कर्म करके जाए इस दुनिया से, जब भी कोई सोचे कि वो अच्छा है, उसने बड़ा अच्छा किया था, इस काम को अच्छा किया, इस समाज में ऐसा डेवलपमेंट लाया, ये भी अच्छा काम करके लोगों में ह्यूमैनिटी का जो फीलिंग है वो डेवलप किया, लोगों में डिवाइड ना करके यूनाइट करने की बात कही. ये सारा चीज सब आता है जिंदगी से. और तो आई डोंट फील कि ईगो किसी भी हालत में आपको आना चाहिए. इवन यू बिकम अ प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ यूनाइटेड स्टेट ऑफ अमेरिका, यू शुड नॉट हैव ईगो. ईगो है तो आई थिंक समवेयर यू आर मिसिंग समथिंग.
क्या बात है, बहुत ही सुंदर आपने कहा आलोक जी, एकदम आलोकित पुलकित करने वाली बात को लेते हुए. सृजल जी, आपने खुद अनुभव किया है कि जब आप ऐसे संगठन में काम करते हैं तो बहुत सारे लोगों को जानने का मौका मिलता है, वो किस तरह से एक दूसरे से बिहेव करते हैं वो सीखने को मिलता है. और जब आप प्रेसिडेंट होते हैं ऐसे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के, बड़े बड़े इवेंट्स आप ऑर्गेनाइज करते हैं, आपकी जो लीडरशिप क्वालिटी है वो धीरे धीरे बढ़ती है. तो क्या सीखा आपने अपनी इस यात्रा से, विशेष करके जब आपने क्रिएटिवली सोचा कि ये इवेंट करने चाहिए, और जैसे आपने कहा कि आप पैशनेटली करते रहे हैं. सो टॉक टू मी लिटिल बिट अबाउट योर लर्निंग एज प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ FIA, सृजल जी.
अशोक जी, आज भी मैं लर्न करता हूँ. आई लर्न फ्रॉम द स्मॉलेस्ट गाय टू द बिगेस्ट गाय. आई मीन उम्र में सबसे छोटा आदमी हैगा, आई लर्न फ्रॉम दैट पर्सन एज वेल. So there are a lot to learn, and especially joining FIA, I was working with a lot of senior people, and and it was a good thing about they will always share their own experience. So those experience made us more stronger, more, I would say, mature, and every person has taught me something. And when I become a president, I waited a little longer to become a president. And that was a really good thing for me. So when I was become a president, I know exactly I wanted to do when I become president. So first I had started with Pravasi Bharati Divas celebration. Then I started women empowerment, which was a really grand success event. Then I did community awareness program, breast cancer awareness, and we did the college camps for the kids. So my year was completely full of events, which I have laid down before I joined as a presidency. So, and I was very lucky because I had an amazing team with me, Alok, Ankur, and my executive team. I had like 2 women in my team, and I completely told them in the beginning of my presidency, this is something I'm envisioning. This is something I'm expecting from you. And they all live it up to my expectation. So my job was just directing people and involving in the nitty-gritty of the event. Everything fall down pretty nicely. So I was very lucky that way, that I could live my dream during my presidency.
So we are lucky to have both of you today. And once again, I want to refresh for some of our viewers who have joined us late, that we have the privilege of having interacted with Srujal Parikh ji and Alok Kumar ji, both past presidents and board of trustee for FIA, awarded on NRI Day this year at the Indian Consulate. And as we conclude this conversation, in terms of message for the next generation, and especially second generation Indian Americans who sometimes are not drawn to Indian functions or Indian activities, but that's okay. But coming from you, having seen your own kids as well as members of our community in that age group here, your message for them or something that you would like to say, Alok ji?
Sir, I will say those young kids that you will be always known by your root, no matter where you go. Like when Kamala Harris became the vice president candidate, even though her root was from Jamaica and people started Indian American woman. So this is how it is. One should, like always proud, feel great, whatever the route we have, and there are always good part of everywhere. Like so, in India, there is a good part, like how the family, like the joint family concept, togetherness concept, you can learn from there and see the happiness in the togetherness. That's what can be learned. So this
Absolutely.
is for the younger generation. Yeah.
Thank you. Srujal, the same question for you, sir.
So, Ashokji, I would say that the volunteering starts from right from home. So try to teach your own kid about our culture and our heritage and get them involved. I think today's kids are very smart. The second generation, they are really smart. And our first generation people responsibility to teach them our rich and heritage culture and involve them in different activities like bring them to different events. That way they will come close to the community, close to our Indian culture, and bring them to India once in a while. Bring them to India, show them around different places in India, so they will connect it to India after we gone, and they will pass on the same legacy to their kids. So I would say this is not just giving advice to the young generation, our first generation
Absolutely.
responsibility.
Thank you very much, Alok Kumar ji and
Thank you,
Srujal
Ashokji.
Parikh ji. अनेकता में एकता है हिंद की विशेषता and as
बिल्कुल
America and India both are the greatest democracies of the world, there are many similarities between these two nations, and it is very, very exciting phase to be in as representative of India here in America and march towards a better world together. Once again, I am really, really happy to have had this opportunity of interacting with you and congratulating you, Alok Kumar ji and Srujal Parikh ji. So
thank you, Ashokji. Thank
Thank you
you,
so much.
ITV Gold.
Thank you so much.
So thanking both of them and extending congratulations on behalf of our chairman, Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parikh also. Thanking all of you for being with us. This is Ashok Vyas.